This program is sponsored by Ideaz, Greko Printing and Imaging, Comix Wellspring, Grand River Ballroom, and Shorty Bell's Pizza.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Comix Beer and Sci-Fi.
Nick, didn't you get the memo?
I did, but I don't do my shopping at the Mall of Justice.
Well, enough about our wardrobe. Today's episode is all about the Capital City Comic-Con.
And up first, we have an interview with an actress from Avengers Endgame.
Hey, you comic book geeks and you sci-fi freaks, Comic Book Casey coming at you from the Capital City Comic-Con. She was in Godzilla, King of the Monsters. She was also in the Avengers Endgame. We are talking about Tony Stark's daughter, Morgan Stark herself, aka Lexi Ray, and her mom. What was it like being Iron Man's daughter?
It was really fun being her daughter. It was like amazing. I went to his house almost every single day of filming. Like, it was amazing.
Okay, so did you get your own suit of armor or your own helmet at least?
No, unfortunately. But a fan custom made me a suit.
You have succeeded in doing something every kid in the world would love to do, myself included, my big kid self. You got to meet and work with the Avengers. What was that like?
It was super fun. Obviously, I met everyone pretty much. Wait, who did I not meet?
You did not get to meet Black Panther,
Yeah, unfortunately.
but we met everybody from Don Cheadle to Michelle Pfeiffer.
Hey, not trying to get you in any trouble, but do you have a favorite Avengers superhero?
I feel like I'm forced to say either Groot or Iron Man. I'm not forced, but I feel forced to say Iron Man, but also Groot.
So Mom, let me ask you, what is it like for you and her dad to just have to go to all these movie sets, stay on set, make sure she knows her lines, and go to these big premiere parties with all these big celebrities?
So she's one of 9. She's our 9th child. We have 6 that were fostered that still call me mama. We had more than 6. All of them are in entertainment. My mother had her own TV show. My grandmother had her own TV show. I was on a TV show. So this, I don't want to say it's the norm because none of us hit it nearly this big.
She is carrying the hammer.
I know it. She's worthy.
Are you worthy?
So yes, it's a lot of work,
Worthy?
but
Nope, not worthy.
I can't let
better
it.
help her.
You gotta help me with that one. I wasn't worthy. Sorry, y'all. Did Happy ever hold up to his end of the bargain and buy you all the hamburgers you wanted?
Yes, actually, at the No Way Home premiere, it was a huge line for McDonald's. My dude was at the front of the line. I walk up to him and say, "You promise?" He hands me the cheeseburgers and he was all the way back in line.
John actually gave her to her, not on set, not for videos, in real life.
We're at the Capital City Comic-Con up in Lansing, Michigan, and I'm standing here with Brody Brock. What's the name of your business?
Hawk's Designer Droids. We customize droids. We have a wide variety.
And how did you come up with this idea?
I bought one of these Star Wars droids, the remote control ones that they sell at Disney, and I custom painted it for myself. And it was a lot of fun. And I thought, well, I'd like to do more of these, but I don't want to necessarily fill my house up with droids. So I thought, well, if I make more of them and sell them, then I can keep making them and hopefully make a little money.
I said, what is your best seller?
Spidey droids move pretty well.
You plan on expanding beyond Star Wars at some point?
Maybe. I have my first Wally, but I've sort of painted him to look like he belongs in Star Wars. So, yeah, I may eventually. I'm still pretty new to this. It's been like about the beginning of the year that I started. I have an Etsy shop, so just search for Designer Droids, or it's designerdroids.etsy.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at Designer Droids as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Talking to Mike with Real Rides, and he has brought us a recreation of the RoboCop car.
Tell us about how this all came about, Mike.
Well, I was trying to find one to make one because there's not a lot of them around there, and I got educated real fast. It's not an easy car to find to do. It's an easy car to build. It's an easy car to make. It's not an easy car to find. So that's the problem you run into with this.
And how did you find it?
After like weeks of searching, I came across an older lady who was selling her car because she was moving to Texas. And I was like, I'll take it.
Now, how many cars total have you done?
God, I didn't know to do this for so long. But I would say at least maybe a half a dozen, maybe 7. I've done different. I've done boats. I've done cars. I've done. So yeah, I've done.
You know, how do you decide which car, and how did you decide to do the RoboCop?
How many General Lees are out there? How many Batmobiles? How many? It's the same. You see the same. I want something different. I want something unique. I want something. Oh, I haven't seen that before. Right. And that's what that is all about.
Do you have a holy grail car you'd like to make?
Bang bang.
Okay.
I want that.
Are you working on it, or are you just kind of dreaming about it?
I don't even know where I would start with that, honestly, because it's not a real car. It's a car you have to create everything. I mean, you got to build it from the ground up. And it's not like you go buy this car and turn it into one. Right. It's all handmade.
Peter Weller is at the show today. You think he might come by and get a picture with you?
I am expecting Dr. Weller to come by, and I'm going to go over there to see him too.
All right. Well, he's quite a buckaroo, isn't he? Okay.
I saw what you did there. Yes.
This is Richie Rollins with Comix Sci-Fi, and I'm standing here with Tim, one of the owners of the Capital City Comic-Con here in Lansing, Michigan. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing amazing. We're having a great weekend.
How long have you been involved here?
I started volunteering with the convention in 2017 and then worked into an ownership position.
It was quite an interesting story. You guys had a lot of issues with COVID and everything.
Every convention had issues with COVID, but yeah, we ended up having to cancel multiple events. In 2020, we had planned to do 2 events that year and had to cancel both. And then the next year we were planning to come back, and the previous venue we had shut down, went out of business. So we had to cancel 2021 as well, which turned out to be a good thing because the Lansing Center is amazing. Once we moved to this venue and became a multi-day event, we wanted to do a couple things. One, make it a great experience for the entire weekend. For us, what that meant is that there has to be enough things to do and experience, not just have it be a shopping excursion for the day, right? And then the second thing we're trying to do is we're trying to get the entire community involved. I think we've got about 16 different charities here this weekend that are represented here in the area.
All right, what is your favorite thing about Comic-Con that you personally enjoy, like this Comic-Con?
So me personally, I'm going to give you 2 answers. If I'm attending a show that's not mine, my favorite thing is actually buying comics, hunting for stuff I don't have. Running the show, though, my favorite part about this show is really talking to the vendors and the artists and the guests that are here.
Are you already set for next year? Is that already planned and ready to go?
Next year is July 12th through the 14th. Right here, Lansing Center.
And we're ready for our first break. We'll be right back
with much more from Lansing's Capital City Comic-Con.
If you're looking for a fun place with great food, lots of arcade games, and a huge beer selection, then look no further than the Grand River Ballroom. It's in the basement of Shorty Bell's and the Detroit Beer Exchange. Oh yeah, this is where all the superheroes and villains come to hang out. Hi, heroines. Can I play next?
back away.
Okay. Pick up for Richie. All right.
Wow. These smell good.
Guess she was hungrier than me. Hey, ladies, you got room for one more?
No. Get out of here. Scat.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, buddy.
Got your usual?
Thanks. Put it on his tab.
Here's your pizza, pal. And a cold beer.
Now that's what I'm talking about. So come on down to the Grand River Ballroom, where excitement awaits.
Welcome back to Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi.
You know, besides all of the great cosplay attendees they have professional cosplayers too.
As a matter of fact, we spoke to Crooked Feather Cosplay.
This is Richie Rollins from Comic Experience Sci-Fi. We're at Capital City Comic Con in Lansing, Michigan. I'm standing here with Alexis Noriega. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
And you're a cosplayer, obviously, a professional cosplayer. How long have you been doing it professionally?
Professionally, I've been doing it since 2015 or so.
And when did you start cosplaying?
2002.
And why did you get involved in it?
In cosplay?
Oh, yeah.
I've always just loved making costumes, and I'm a giant nerd. And, the two came together beautifully as one. Yeah.
And what costume do you have on today?
I'm Mother Miranda from Resident Evil Village.
Nice. So do you do a lot of gaming cosplay then? Or?
Honestly, the majority of the things I do are OCs, but I everything from Marvel, DC, video games, anime, a lot of anime.
What's your favorite anime cosplay you do?
Oh no, don't ask me that. I can't pick.
They're all your children, right?
Okay, no, never mind. They are all my children, but probably my favorite, just because it's the most comfortable, is Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Do you have like a cosplay, it's just your go-to when you're just going out?
Tinkerbell. 100%, because like little kids just absolutely go crazy for her.
Now, how long does it take you to put together a cosplay costume generally?
I'm pretty extra, so yeah, most of them take over 100 hours.
Nice. And I see the feathers back there. How long does it take? Is that 100 hours just for that?
Just for, yeah, so the animatronic wings, they open and close, and yeah, that one in particular took about 100 hours. Basically, my day job is making animatronic props for whoever will pay the exorbitant prices that I charge.
Nice. What was your job before all this? What did you do for a living before this?
So I have a master's degree in environmental science, and I was a geotechnician, so.
All right. Went from the environment to cosplay. Yeah. This is Richie Rollins from Comic Experience Sci-Fi. Keep on watching.
I have a treat for you. I'm here with legendary comedic actor Chris Parnell. How you doing?
I'm good, Mark. I'm good. So far, so good.
So tell me, how did you get started in your career doing this great comedy that you've given to the world?
Oh, thanks. I guess I started in high school, really. Started doing plays in high school, and I really enjoyed it. And my drama teacher, Mr. Bluestein, encouraged me to pursue it if I wanted to, which I did. So, I did college, studied drama, and then it was the Groundlings out in LA that made a big difference because people started seeing me at shows there and casting me in things, and then that's how ultimately I got seen for Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, the Saturday Night Live, your Tom Brokaw blew me away. I always loved it. Oh, this is Tom Brokaw.
This is Tom Brokaw with the NBC Nightly News.
Brilliant. So tell me, what was some of the best experiences you had working on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, wow. You got to meet so many amazing hosts and musical guests, but one highlight moment, I was watching U2 play during the live show, and I happened to be out on the floor, which I always tried to be if there was a musical guest I really wanted to see. So I was out there, and in this particular one, Val Kilmer was the host, and Bono just walked off the stage with his mic and continued to sing the song walking around the studio floor. And so the camera operators and the director and everybody were just trying to follow him. And it was like this, it was like such a real rock and roll kind of moment, and it was just like, wow, this is happening. Nobody knew he was going to do it. So that was pretty exciting.
Okay. And then now you worked on Rick and Morty. So how fun is that?
Rick and Morty is fantastic. It's a show I like to watch too. But it's a part that I feel very lucky to get to play, and it's a part that, for better or for worse, I can relate to as Jerry Smith. But yeah, it's fantastic. I love working on it.
How glad are you now that the strike is over?
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I mean, for all the obvious reasons, and then just like on the immediate, in the immediate sense, I'm so glad it's over so I can talk about the shows that I work on, so I don't have to talk around them, like I would have had to if the strike was still going on.
What do you got coming down the pipeline?
Let's see. There's a movie called As We Know It that I have a little part in, that is either come out or about to come out. I don't know how big of a release it will get, but I know it's in theaters in Los Angeles. I play a news reporter, actually, in that one.
Hey, you comic book geeks and you sci-fi freaks, Comic Book Casey coming at you from Comic Experience Sci-Fi. We're at Capital City Comic-Con. We hung out with these guys at a previous Comic-Con, Fantasticon in Toledo, and now we're back again because now we're here to talk about their new Kickstarter comic book, CyberQuest.
We met the Michigan band Wesley and the Crushers at Capital City last year. They said that they wanted to make a comic book based on their music, so we were like, yeah, that sounds cool. We listened to some of their songs. They gave us their whole new concept album, which is out now, CyberQuest, and we wrote the comic based on the album.
This is the world premiere of CyberQuest, the album and the comic book. So it's been great. Wesley and the Crushers performed on night one, so we got to see the concert there, got to see the music live, and a lot of people got to experience the music not only in CD form but live. And then now they get to read the comic book too. So it's been great. It's been a lot of fun.
I'd also say check out the work of Ryan Tavares. He's hanging out here at the end. He did all of the art for Motor City Mo. We got him to do inks and colors for CyberQuest.
Yeah, well, you guys are one of my favorites to come talk to and chop it up with. And as usual, I'm gonna have to get a pen for my vest, get a book. Now I gotta get some music because I wanna do it the right way. I wanna read it and listen to the music. I just gotta grow my beard out.
Yeah, it's a requirement.
It's the beard on the inside, not the beard on the outside.
I think I'm in the mood for a beer segment.
Well, our beer buddy Brad had a lovely tasting at the Kalamazoo Beer Exchange.
Let's check it out.
We are going to taste some of these while Jade tells us what to expect on our palate.
We'll start here with the first one, Cranium Crush from Petoskey Brewing Company. Cream ale, so very light, easy drinking, but they've brewed it with a little bit of raspberry and waffle cone. So you're gonna get some tartness from the raspberry and then some smooth kind of syrupiness from the waffle cone.
Yes, you can taste the raspberry, and I almost feel like I've just been at an ice cream store.
So the next one we have is our beer borscht from Old Nation. So this one's kind of fun because they brewed it for our anniversary beer. So it's exclusive to here, the Kalamazoo Beer Exchange. This one here, very similar to like a German Hefeweizen. So good banana clove notes, but also very sessionable, easy drinking.
There is a fruity note in there, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah. But do you also taste a little bit of like kind of clovey, nutmeg, banana?
Herby.
A little bit, yeah.
Herby, yeah. You definitely get the herbs there. What's next?
So here we have the apricot tree that I was telling you about from Dark Horse. So you're gonna get a little bit of that bitter hop, but also very fruit forward with the apricot. So a good sweetness to balance it out.
So good at dessert. Oh, and it's so bitter. Oh my God.
So last but not least, we have our transient beer. This one is called This Shouldn't Be, which is going to be a milkshake sour, which is kind of fun. So there is lactose and vanilla in this to kind of smooth it out with like a sherbet kind of tartness to it.
Oh yes, there's definitely a rainbow going in there. It ends in the sour. It doesn't start sour, it ends sour. Very interesting.
Like the lactose and vanilla on the front end, and then the tartness on that jaw back there.
It's a really nice place you have here, Jade. Thank you for sharing your choices with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. Thank you.
I'm going to have to hop on over to the Kalamazoo Beer Exchange.
There's no place like home.
Here at Crystal Bright Janitorial Services, we provide a full range of cleaning and sanitizing services for our clients. Our daily and nightly services include cleaning and sanitizing, high and low dusting, vacuuming, mopping, and much more. Our specialty services include floor care, carpet cleaning, stripping and waxing, upholstery cleaning, and much more. Our emergency services include COVID-19, flood cleanup, bio cleaning, and much more. Our expertise in janitorial services is adaptable to any customer enterprise, including corporate commercial offices, medical offices, government municipalities, manufacturing, and much more. We will develop a total quality management plan detailing your specific cleaning requirements, staffing, and expectations. Contact us today to get a free assessment of your cleaning and sanitizing needs. Our #1 goal is to give you a crystal bright smile.
Hi guys, it's Brittany G here at Able Ideaz comic book production company, where we bring your ideas to life. Come check out our Birmingham office and see how we do here at Able Ideaz.
Okay guys, you're almost there, but we need to make it look more real. It needs to pop off the page and grab you. Let's make it happen.
Let's go drop in on the art team.
Our team, our clients want more realism.
No! Wait!
Well, guys, hope you enjoyed checking us out. Make sure you follow us on social media. Able Ideas with a Z on Instagram, YouTube, and check out our website, ableideas.com. Make sure you order your comic books, and I gotta get out of here. Bye, guys!
Welcome back to Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi, everybody. We're going to return now to the Capital City Comic Con.
That's right. Mark actually was there, of course, buying up all the comic books.
But in between his shopping spree, he also managed to get a few interviews in.
Hey, this is Mark at the Capital City Comic Con. I have a treat for you. This is Josh Chrisman. Hey, Josh, how's everything going?
Good. I'm excited about this show. It's been a good show so far. I'm selling quite a bit of Archie comics. A lot of Josies have been selling. And then, of course, you got the main titles like Fantastic Four, Captain America.
How is the show going for you?
Show is amazing. Great attendance, and it's a good time.
So what does people seem to be looking for at this show?
I'm getting a lot of sales from Bronze Age and Silver Age books.
Any particular title?
Spider-Man's been popular, and some of the horror stuff has been popular this weekend also.
What are people looking for these days?
You know, honestly, anything related to movies and TV shows, all right? A new superhero movie's coming out, everyone's gonna get that character. New show just got announced, that's the book they want. Everyone's sort of prospecting on what could be the next big hit.
What particular titles are people looking for at this show?
You know, I gotta be honest, this show, I haven't noticed a single standout. It's been a real wide net people have been casting. A lot of superhero stuff, as always. But you know what I've noticed in this show? A lot of older stuff. People are really starting to dig through the back issues and try to figure out what might have been looked over.
What books have gone up in value in the recent months?
Recent months we're actually kind of in a little bit of a decline, but I mean, they're snapping back. I mean, everybody's looking for the key appearances. I mean, those are always going to be in high demand.
Thanks, Mark. What's up next, Samantha?
Oh, up next, we actually are mixing up a bit for the game segment.
That's right, we talked to a custom table maker for tabletop games.
You play D&D, right?
Oh yeah, I'm quite the dungeon master.
Your mom's basement doesn't count as a dungeon.
Hi, this is Richie Rollins from Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi, coming to you from Capital City Comic Con here in Lansing, Michigan, and I am standing here with Alan from Tabletop Makers.
Our bread and butter, we make board gaming tables that can be used either for board gaming or D&D, Dungeons & Dragons. I started building them because my wife wasn't into board gaming, but she wanted a nice dining room table. So we would give you a nice lid on top. You can have your dining room table. You take the lid off, and there's your nerdy furniture. You get to enjoy your board game, your D&D session, whatever that is, without having to tear it down. But then we go with all the bells and whistles, right? So that table over there, it's got cup holders built into it. It's got power outlets underneath it. It's got LED lights. It is a beautiful table.
So basically, you're telling me this came up because your wife just wanted to eat.
Pretty much, right? I mean, we do what we can for our spouses, right? So we actually just put out what we call our halfling. So it's a coffee table size table, right? Because not everybody has a dining room. Not everyone has a big kitchen. But the customers really wanted pull-out drawers all the way around it with card slots grooved into it because they've got kids. Little bowls that they could remove for like game bits and things like that.
Awesome. I mean, you also have all these other little trinkets you've been making here lately.
We started making the small goods, right? Because we had the equipment, we have the time. So we make dice holders, dice accessories, dice trays. This is actually a prototype of something that we kind of were kicking around. Brought it to convention just to see what the market would think of it, right? So I don't know if I've seen it anywhere else. I didn't think I did. Dice storage and a dice tower all in one unit.
Well, these have all been pretty cool. If you're a serious gamer, you should go check out Tabletop Makers.
This is the Q from Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. I'm here at Cobo Hall. We still call it Cobo Hall, the ones that remember. WWE Hall of Famer, the Godfather.
Joe, how about the Joe?
Oh, I always loved the Joe.
We used to go to the Continental Championship at the Joe. Yes, I did.
I was cheering you on, that's how I know.
You just a kid there.
Yeah, but I still love Loved you, and of course, the train.
Girls, yeah.
Are we just waiting on The Rock so you guys can get inducted as the nation?
I don't have any official word, but I would assume that's the problem is you can't put us in until you put him in, and he probably wants $10 million to be put in, so it's going to take a minute.
Listen. We need y'all in the Hall of Fame.
They got to. It's up to The Rock. They can't put the nation in without The Rock, so I would assume it's over money with him. So we'll let it go at that.
Okay, we'll let it go with that.
I ain't mad at him, man. I'm proud of him.
No, we all are proud of him, man. To see where he came from.
I'd be proud of him if he put us in a movie.
I would be proud of that as well. Maybe he can put you in that new Fast 20.
He can put it somewhere.
Tell us about the nation, because I really want to talk about that. And I watched the Table of Three and how you guys had to do with the controversy of it and the style of it at the time. How did that affect you personally coming out?
I mean, it's wrestling. So, I mean, people either hate or like you anyway. They hated us. And personally, I loved it, man, because we did our jobs. Yeah. And it was there to put The Rock and put him on the pedestal that he was. We were all good friends to this day. We're all good friends. I got Ron Simmons over there. D'Lo lives in Las Vegas. I'm signing with Mark Henry in a couple weeks. So we made a lot of good relationships, a lot of good friends. And Ron Simmons was the main force behind the nation. And Ron tried to help the black guys more than anybody did. So, he's a good man. But
and being the way that they used to portray African Americans with the gimmicks, I think that was a very important gimmick moving forward.
I think it was positive. Was Papa Shango positive?
No. Stereotypical.
How about Godfather?
We love him, but he was stereotypical.
He's stereotypical, but we liked it.
See, we make exceptions for the Godfather.
But hey, I never thought it would be as historical as it was, man, because we were just doing our job and trying to help each other.
Okay. So what is your take on the current product today? Do you think every time they tease a new nation, they go in another direction? But I think in order for it to work, one of you guys should come back and actually start.
It'd have to be Ron or D'Lo, because I'm done. I'm done.
Come out there and be a battle.
D-O-N-E, done. You will not see me ever. I am done. I don't watch wrestling anymore. Nothing against wrestling. Respect the business, love the business, made some good friends, made some money. But I just don't watch much TV anymore, and I'm always busy doing something, so I haven't watched wrestling in years. But what I am glad for is that these groups like AEW and all these other groups that are giving the boys another avenue to make money, I'm down with that, man. And I'm not here to doo-doo on anybody's generation or the new product. All I can say is I'm very proud to be part of the Attitude Era and to be part of that day. And everything else is gravy.
Well, that does it for another fun-filled episode of Comic Experience Sci-Fi.
Next week, we're going to explore the west side of the state and go to the Grand Rapids Comic-Con.
Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias, Comics, Beer, Sci-Fi. See you guys next week.